Hi Pisces, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and this is your January or mid-January love reading. So you come into the reading under the deck with the Six of Swords. So this is talking about feeling like you're trying to escape a situation, feeling like you're trying to escape from certain mental thoughts, trying to escape from something that's kind of let's just say you're struggling with something and you want to get to calmer waters. But this card can also talk about kind of covert missions, like wanting to escape, feeling like you're in danger and you need to escape, or feeling like you need to get away, feeling like you need some peace of mind, feeling like you just want to escape all those thoughts. You just want to escape all this mental anxiety, this undercurrent of emotion that's going on here. It's like it's too much for you. You're trying to get out of it in some way. It's also, the 6 is the number of love. It's like harmony. It's like you're feeling out of harmony in some way, and it's like you're trying to get away from the situation. It's also talking about the spirit guide, the person, and then the inner child. Yeah, so maybe it's emotional stuff that's coming up from the past that you've been carrying with you, perhaps, that you're having to deal with. Mental stuff, it's just thoughts going around, but mentally you feel like, look, I can't take this, so I need to get away. It's wanting that space. Your first card coming into the reading is the Nine of Wands. Now, this definitely talks about you wanting space. It talks about you putting up boundaries. You're like, I've had enough. I'm tired. It talks about you wanting to focus all of your energy on this one wand as well and ignoring all the rest. So perhaps there's an area of your life that you're just trying to focus on and forget everything else. It can also talk about feeling like you're under attack, feeling like you have hidden enemies, feeling like you don't know what's going on, but you just know that you're under pressure and you can't take it. It could also be taking out your energy on that one wand is actually you're taking it out on the wrong person in a sense as well. Or it could be that you're taking it out on yourself and you're feeling just under pressure. You're feeling strange. You're feeling like you just need to rest with this card, because the Eight of Wands comes before that, and that's fast movement. It's things happening fast. It's love. It's things moving. This is the card that's like, look, we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see. Hold up. We're going to wait and see. Pisces is like wanting undercurrent, like you're wanting to get away, but at the same time, you're like, we're going to see. I'm stopping this energy right here. So you then have the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups is your card, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, yeah? It's about feeling like, in this situation, I feel like you don't want to show your emotions. You don't want to feel weak. You don't want to feel like you're going to... So in doing so, you could kind of cut off your emotions. And like I said, taking out on the wrong person with this stick, you could cut off your emotions and be kind of cold. But really underneath, I feel like there's emotions there. There's love there. There's emotions there. There's feelings there. On the other hand, you could be very sensitive, very nurturing, or you could have somebody in your life that's also got this energy and they're trying to nurture you, but you could be putting up the barriers and the boundaries with these cards, because underneath that you have the Eight of Swords, yeah? And this is talking about feeling trapped by thoughts, feeling trapped by a situation, feeling trapped by, it's like you're not... It's like you're not tapping in thoroughly to your intuition. It's like you're allowing the swords to get the better of you. You don't want to... It's like, look, how much water is here? But here we have this minimal water. It's like you don't want to tap into your intuition. It's like you're cutting off certain things in terms of love, or feeling like you're under pressure in terms of love. So then we move into the center row and we have the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups can be about making choices. It can be about living in fantasy. So it's like you almost want this fantasy thing, but it's like there's a mist covering. You can't see fantasy from reality. And what you could want could be too far in fantasy for you. There's something you're daydreaming about, something you're wanting. In terms of... People that are single, you could be fantasizing about somebody, wanting a relationship with somebody that may not be in your reach, may not be there, because it also talks about sins, and it also talks about that fine line. It's like between saint or sinner. It's like feeling like you're gonna kind of, you want to kind of, it's about filling your cup with things that ain't necessarily wholesome for you, things that ain't necessarily gonna bring you that reality that you're looking for. So in the center of the reading, you have the Death card. Now this talks about changes. It talks about things happening, things being taken away. It's talking about new ground, yeah? So emotionally, it's like you're trying to hold back your emotions in some sense, yeah? But then it's like all of these changes are happening around you, and it's kind of wrecking your stability. But changes, these are good changes, because death is not a bad thing. It's changes that are coming to bring in new life, a new way of looking at something, a new vision, I feel like in this reading, you're kind of teetering between your spirituality and between your reality. And it's like the two are not matching up. But death comes and brings changes. It brings a lot of changes for you. Underneath that, the 7 of Cups has now turned into the 8. So there's a progression. So it's like you've decided to come out of the fantasy, and now in this card you're reassessing the situation, or you're reevaluating. You're looking at how much energy you've put into something, because each one of these cups, he's been filled. He's filled them. He's looked at them. He's ate them. She's looked at them. She's drank from them. And there's this sense of, do I want these cups, or do I want to walk away and manifest something new? Yeah. It can also talk about giving it another chance, yeah, with the reassessing. So it's either you give this situation another chance, or you walk away, yeah. That's the kind of energy that is here at the moment. But as we move into the future, row, things get a lot more stable. So I think you make this decision, or these changes happen that allow you to make this decision. It's like in this row, you're feeling a little bit emotional. I don't want to seem weak. I'm trying to stay strong, yeah. I don't want my emotions to get the better of me. I'm in control of my emotions, yeah. So that in the future row, we have the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles can be an earth sign. So you could be in a relationship with an earth sign, or it could be an earth sign that you're having these wants, these delusions, these fantasies about, perhaps, yeah? This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. It also talks about you kind of standing in your power in the home, you taking ownership of the home. So where before you might have been planning to move away, something happens where you just decide, look, if we're going to build this, we're going to build this, and we're going to build it stable, yeah? And there's fears there, because next to that we have, it is safe for you to love. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So for some of you Pisces, you've been pulling back, you've been not opening up yourself, you've been that cold fish, yeah? And it's like, this, you are the King of Cups, yeah? You are the master of emotions, yeah? But right now, you're pulling it so far back, some of you, that you're being so cold. It's asking you to just open up, allow yourself to love. It's safe, yeah? It's saying, yeah, you have to give it to receive this energy. And if you're holding back, it's going to cause others to hold back in your relationship. So then we have, next to the Death card and the King of Cups, we have the World. And the Hierophant fell out, yeah? So to me, there's you're worried about commitment. You're like, should I commit to this? Pisces, you're scared of commitment. No. But I feel like that's an end of a cycle for you. Because you could have been wounded before. You could have been wounded in your past relationship. You could be feeling all up in your emotions. You're like, I don't know. And it's almost like a clouding of what was in your last relationship into what is being brought into your new relationship, let's say, yeah? And that's not good. But there's a completion, there's an ending. That we did it, babe, we did it. There's a cycle that's finishing, and it is to do with commitment. It's to do with whether you want to commit to that or not, or whether you want to walk away. Yeah, but underneath that we have the Emperor card. So this is you standing in your power. It's like, I feel like towards the end of this month you get back your power, or just after this moon in Capricorn, because we had the moon here. Yeah, it could be just after this moon in Capricorn. It's like you make a decision and then you decide to move forward. The moon in Capricorn was last night, so you're now deciding maybe possibly to move forward, yeah, or tonight if you're in America. 16th in England, 17th in America. So now you're standing in your power. You're standing as the father. And I feel with these two cards, you've decided to take on the commitment of some kind. You've decided to stand in your father role. You've decided to allow this new sense of changes to come in, this new vision. The Emperor is about taking control, and it's about looking at things logically. This isn't logically. This isn't a logically, this is very emotionally. So now you're standing in your power as the Emperor, and you're very grounded in your decisions. It could also be an Aries in your life, or an earth sign that's causing more stability for you. But I feel that you are standing in your power. There could be some father issues too with the Emperor card. You could be looking at how your father raised you, what he did, and maybe it's about traditional values with the King of Pentacles as well. So there's some sort of tradition. You're like, this is how a man's supposed to be, or this is how the woman's supposed to be, or this is how I am. And it's like you're standing, you've took back your power. You've looked at something logically, and now you're taking back your power in a situation. Just be careful with controlling with these cards, because if either of these cards get reversed, I'm out. Forget it. Yeah, because it gets real bad. It gets real controlling, real manipulative, real... yeah, no, angry. So stay in the upright, stay in your power, stay in your truth. And the more you stay in your truth, the more stronger you're going to become. But I feel you have to look at whether you want to put effort into this or walk away. You could be deciding between two things. You could be deciding between two lovers. But the door to romance is definitely open. We have the 2 threes here as well, which is a master number. This is about building... you want to walk through that door. You want to walk through that door. You want to build that home, because it's a 6 as well. It's about love, harmony. And we was talking about feeling out of disharmony here. We was talking about having to escape from situations, having to move away. Yeah, but it's all in your mind. I think really it's the emotional things that come with commitment that's the problem for you this month. But I do feel like you get your head round it, because the World's card is saying you've completed this cycle. Let's start a new cycle, yeah? Let's start a new cycle. Let's be the Fool. Let's start again. We've done that one, yeah? So it's that sense of new, or that sense of ending, or putting something to bed that before that you're holding on to, that is not necessarily supposed to come on this journey with you now, yeah? You also have synchronicity. And this says, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they are being guided to you from spirit world to help you for a specific reason, yeah? So it's about tapping into that intuition. You see how that little bit of water there? Forget that. It's not about tapping into that puddle. It's about listening to the signs. You are Pisces. You are, you know those undercurrents. You know those, you can tap into those synchronicities. You're having those dreams, those visions. Don't block yourself, Pisces. Don't block yourself, because you're very intuitive sign, very intuitive. Listen to the signs and be open to what Spirit has to offer this month. Take care. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.